Daily inspiration and motivation today about values. What are they and why do I care? So, for everybody out there, it doesn't matter who you are, we all value something absolutely freaking definitely differently. And sometimes when we're in a relationship with a close person or, family of any sort, then our values are always put up on audit nonstop because different family members live different lives. And if you have a big family with lots of siblings, you may all think completely different and feel different about every single thing. And so for sharing, that's, a hard thing to do when everybody has different values. For an example, if someone values having nice things and keeping them nice and holding on to them for a really long time and taking good care of them because, well, they had family values that were passed to them about how to take care of things and how valuable things are in that way. So for them, their value is to take care of things. They let you borrow it for a couple of days, and next thing you know, it comes back after 20 years of them having it, and, it's messed up somehow because, well, you didn't value the same thing that they valued when you borrowed the thing that you borrowed. So you messed it up. But to you, you didn't mess it up. You did a great job, but you didn't do the job that they were going to do. So ultimately what happens is the value system was broken there. So that person then lost trust and they're not going to let you borrow things anymore because, well, you messed it up. And they didn't want you to mess it up, and you didn't want to mess it up either. But at the same time, your values were different. So ultimately they didn't match. So it got messed up. I'm talking from experience, okay? This is the experience. I've messed up so much shit. I don't borrow things from anybody anymore. I don't know how to take care of other people's stuff the way that they do, no matter who they are. And so ultimately now, I don't borrow things from anybody. I live off my own stuff. If I don't have it, I don't get it. I don't use it. If I don't make money to go buy it or trade for it or barter for it and get it in some way that's beneficial, I don't have it. I don't need it. So I don't borrow shit. And so the great news is if you're gonna borrow something from somebody and you break it or mess it up, you got to be willing to get something brand new for them. But if you use something of a nostalgia that they have that's one of a kind and you break it, that's a different story. So what do we have? We have values here. And this conversation is all about values. And what do you value? How do you value it? How do you take care of it? And why does that matter? Because if you're in a relationship with all of these people in your house, or your siblings, whatnot, it doesn't really matter. The value systems that you all have is that you have to share your life until you grow up and you get out of the house with your parents and whatever it is, whoever it is, wherever it is you are. So until that day comes, you have to actually learn what your family values are and merge them all together and do your best to get along, all right? But this is for everybody who's out of the house already. All of you who are out, who are grown up already. What is your value? How do you value yourself? How do you value others? How do you value just existence itself? If we breathe into this very moment and we look into the very eyes of our soul and we say, hey, I value having clean water and fresh air. I value having an earth to walk on. I value having nature all around me and the birds being happy. I value the crickets cricketing and they're cool too. I value the symbiotic relationship of nature. I value how it is that there is a divine harmonistic pattern and a code here for all life and existence and how it flows in and out perfectly of this web of life that we're all connected to. I love and I value the fact that I'm grateful for 99% of my life. I value the fact that I know what gratitude is and appreciation, and I live by it. I value connections with others on a simple, subtle level. So there's so many things that we can value. So what we have in this conversation isn't about what I value or what you value or what anybody else here on this page values. It is all about that, yes, but I'm asking you, what do you value? And how do you know what you value? What are your values? Do you know what they are? What are your family values and do they match? And also, if you're in a relationship with a man or a woman and you're getting married or something, what are your values before you go ahead and get married? What are your values? Are you going to be okay with letting each other be who they are? Or are you going to try to change each other the entire time and have a miserable marriage where you have to get a counselor later on, like myself, to help assist you to get through that shit? Don't go ahead and go through with it if you don't have the same values. So ask yourself this question ahead of time and write these things down on a piece of paper somewhere or on your little iPhone, okay? Put, what do I value and why? And then look around at your family and your friends and what do they value? What is each other's love language? What's your love language? Do you know? What's my love language? Do I know? What is our love language? Can we speak the same love language? And or can we not? Because sometimes we're speaking the wrong love language to people. So our values that don't match are actually just pissing off the other person in the relationship to a point that they go do stupid things, you know, like cheat on you or go off and spend a bunch of money buying things that they don't really need. You know, there's a lot of ways that we lash out when we're not actually being valued. And it's not that the other person's devaluing us just because they don't know how to value us. It just comes down to the fact that our values are different, they don't match, and we can't see it from eye to eye. If we actually start to open up our eyes and our emotions and our feelings and our being and our soul to the universal divine flow of energy and information constantly coming to us and through us, and we're willing to upgrade and update our DNA always nonstop by feeling and thinking and being that emotional state of gratitude and appreciation, then our values will always rise, they'll always shift and always level up. The time is now for you to do what it takes. There was no other way, there's no other place, there's no other time. This is the moment, and you've gotten here on this planet for some reason right now. And so whatever that reason is, I'm just encouraging you to just be the best version of your awesome self that you possibly can be. Check in with your value system. See if you value having hot tea or cold tea and why. See if you value having clean water or not. See if you value having friends around you that care about you or not. See what you really truly value, and then see, are you giving what you value back in reciprocity to those around you in that way? Because when you're asking all of the time to get paid for something, give me money, give me money, give me money, what's value? Money? What are you doing for that value? Working hard? Is that value? Working smart? Is that value? Not working at all? Is that value? So we're not just basing our value on how much money you make. That's not what the value I was talking about, by the way, just so you know. I'm not asking you about your bank account. Although you might value having your bank account full of money. You might value having your bank account half full of money or empty. You might value not even having a bank account. So no matter what, it doesn't matter. I wasn't just talking about money or this, that, or the other thing. I was everything all in one fell swoop, because there's no separation between your mind, body, and spirit. Everybody who's spiritual out there who thinks that you can't be spiritual and be physical, you're lying to the physical people. You can. The difference is there's no separation between spirituality and physicality. It's about how you go about it. And if you're selling out your spiritual nature for the physicality, guess what? You're going to rob yourself. And if you sell out your physicality for the spiritual, you're going to rob yourself too. So there's no way that you can actually separate yourself. The heads from the tails on a coin. It's a coin. It has two sides. And if you like put it on its like corner, you know, its edge and spin it, it's going everywhere simultaneously, reading every single possible possibility that could possibly ever be possible. And it's up to us to be able to bring those possibilities and integrate those possibilities right now into this now moment. Now. You see what I'm saying? Now. Bring it. Do it. You got it. What are your values? Write them down. Share them with everybody else. Tell me in the comments what's going on. And do you value this content that I'm sharing with you, for an example? If you value this content that I'm sharing with you, like, follow, subscribe, and share it with other people and get it out there. And let's go ahead and transform ourselves in the highest potential ever. If you need or want or desire to have a spiritual mindset coach, I am available. Go ahead and give me I'll give you a 15-minute free consultation as a spiritual mindset coach, helping you level up to see if one of these packages I have available is gonna match you. That advertising for you in the end right there is authentic and for you, and I'm expressing myself with the value I think and feel I have. And if you feel it's valuable, you're gonna get value out of it, and we're gonna share in this value, and we're gonna level up everybody else around us. So, what is value? That's where it is. I'm gonna leave it with that. Have the best day ever. Aloha.